Don't miss sea lions up close and personal on exhibit at Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium. Plus a baby white tiger, black jaguar, and the amazing river monsters exclusively at Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium in the West Valley and at wildlifeworld.com.
It's your chance to hit a home run for homeless pets.
So step up to the plate for the Arizona Humane Society's 15th annual Compassion with Fashion 7th Inning Fetch, Saturday, March 23rd at the Arizona Biltmore Resort and Spa.
Sponsored by 3TV. Enjoy a fabulous luncheon sponsored by PetSmart Charity.
A Grand Slam silent auction.
A fantastic fashion show.
And meet some adorable adoptable pets.
For tickets and more information, go to azfamily.com/community.
Allergy congestion overwhelming you? Allegra D decongests, depressurizes, so you can breathe. Allegra D targets inflammation fast to break up your toughest congestion and pressure for 24 hours of relief. Allegra D. Stop suffering. Start living.
Well, you can make a homeless pet feel pretty lucky this St. Patrick's Day by adopting from the Arizona Humane Society. Meet 16 adoptable pets and learn so much more this week on Pets on Parade. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade, the Arizona Humane Society's weekly TV show brought to you by 3TV. I'm your host, Ashley Goebel from the Arizona Humane Society. So glad you could join us today. You know that we like to start off the show with success stories, and adopted pets know that they've found their forever home and cozying up with their forever families. And we wanted to share one with you today from a recent adopter named Tally, who was looking for a feline roommate for her dog, and after searching our website and finding an interesting kitty, she grabbed her cat carrier and headed from Tucson to our Petite Retail and Adoption Center, hoping to adopt this little gray tabby. Oro was a former stray, was brought to AHS and stole Tally's heart with his charming personality, and it was a perfect match. Tally wrote us later saying her dog loved Oso, and from the moment he spotted her in the carrier there, and as you can see in this picture, they are inseparable. You can share your adoption success story by going on our website, azhumane.org/success stories. We love to hear them, and we'd be happy to put them on the show as well. Well, pets make loyal companions, and they help their owners live happier, healthier lives, and we have so many wonderful pets at the Arizona Humane Society that are ready to complete your family. We brought along some really sweet kitties and puppies today. First up is Thumbs here, and she's no bigger than a four-leaf clover, but she's one lucky kitty. She was living on the streets and managed to survive despite her small size. And Lisa, she's a polydactyl kitty. So most cats have 5 toes or on their front paws, but this little girl has opposable thumbs there.
She does, and I'm trying to get you guys to be able to see on camera how big her little tiny feet are. They are so cute, twice as big as she is. This is Thumbs, and she's 10 weeks old, and she is just the most adorable, playful little kitten. She was fostered, like Ashley said. She was found on the streets, so she was only 2 pounds when just under 2 pounds when she came in. So she went to Lisa, not me, but one of our other fosters named Lisa, who was able to teach her how to be a playful kitty and the comforts of a home. And she tells us that this little one loves to curl up with a family dog, and a big one at that. So she's fearless. She's got extra toes, and look how big her paws are here. They're absolutely adorable.
They are huge.
Very playful, and she is going to want definitely a playful, active family, as you can tell.
Well, this little kitty there, she does the somersault, she does all kinds of tumbling and acrobat. She is such a sweetie and a lot of fun, so you gotta come and check out Miss Thumbs there. Now we brought along 2 very cute kitties to introduce you to, Sapphire and Ruby, and they are totally adorable. These sisters do all the same things. They clean each other's ears, they intertwine their tails while cuddling, and they even harmonize their little meows when they talk.
That's because they are 2 peas in a pod. We always say that about our sibling kittens and puppies here. I have Sapphire here, who is that gorgeous Torby markings here, or Torty, I'm sorry. They're very tortoiseshell markings, very, very bold markings. And Alyssa here has Ruby, who has the Torby markings. You can see tabby markings in the forehead, but again, the tortoiseshell markings, which makes up the Torby. Very, very cute guys, essentially kind of strays. They were found by a Good Samaritan and turned in, so they're essentially strays to us, but they do everything together, like you said. They don't have to go home together. They're only 13 weeks old. They'll do fine. However, with our Twice as Nice special, might be something to think about. Very, very playful, gonna use all the usual cat toys in the house, the condos. They're gonna love it all, and they're gonna keep you very, very entertained.
Those two are so funny to watch. I was playing with them in the kennel, and they just follow whatever toy with their heads moving the same side and their eyes moving the same way. It's just so cute to watch them. They are, just like Perry said, two peas in a pod and love to go home together. Now, this is Lily, and she takes pride in her chocolate point markings. She's an independent 2-year-old who loves feline companionship, and her favorite game to play with other cats is hide and seek. And Lisa, she would love to have a feline roommate in her new home.
She was surrendered to us by her owners, and they do tell us that she's friendly to the feline and she ignores the dogs. So as long as your dog ignores her, I think everybody will be getting along just fine. She is a little bit of a night hunter, they tell us. They used to fire up the laser pointer at night, and she would just run right up the kitty condo. She likes to chase it around, and she likes to be in high places. So she is a little bit of a hunter, so you can see with those beautiful blue eyes and these markings, she's going to stalk you out in the night. So watch your feet when you get up to go to the bathroom in the night.
She's so sweet and definitely playful. Even though she's 2, she's got a lot of energy still. But again, unlike the kittens, she is happy to curl up on your lap at the end of the day and just cuddle. So there's Miss Lily. Now, the breed of the week is the Manx, and we have a beautiful Manx kitty to introduce you to today. Perry, this is a golden opportunity to get a purebred Manx at our shelter. And tell us a little bit about the breed and what kind of home would be best for Hope here.
Well, Little Hope is the Manx. This is a cat that is from the Isle of Man, which is one of the British Isles, and they were kind of very popular in the 1800s. They didn't really become a known cat breed in shows until around 1903 or so. And the inhabitants of the Isle of Man are called Manx, and then this is where the cat got its name. The most interesting characteristic and the most talked about characteristic of this cat is that they have no tail. And there are several wives' tales and urban legends about why they don't have tails. 2 of them, I'll give you 1 to 2 real quick. One is that this was the last animal on Noah's Ark, and as he shut the door to let this animal in, he got that tail caught in there. And the other one is that some people actually think that this cat is a mix of a cat and a rabbit. And that's why it has these very, very tall hind legs and no tail. But of course, none of those things are probably true. It is actually a mutation of the cats on that island. They are great ratters. That's what they were used for, great hunters. Considered to be a dog-like cat. They will fetch. They are very, very clingy to you, walk you around the house, follow you. Very, very dog-like, very, very affectionate and intelligent. And little Manx here, or the little Manx here, Hope, who would be best? Well, this is a young cat. It's 5 months old, and based on their intelligence and their playfulness, I think probably a young family, maybe with some children in the home, to play with this cat, because this cat gets really, really frisky when you start to interact and bring out the toys. So gonna want an active lifestyle, I think.
I love the Manx. I've had one before. They are such great kitties, and gotta love it. No tail. It's kind of interesting and kind of makes it unique. So now up next we have Whisper, and it's been a long road for this beautiful girl. If you can notice, she's only has 1 eye, and she was found abandoned and injured by our EAMTs, who responded to over 26,000 calls last year, and they rescued Whisper here and brought her to our Second Chance Animal Hospital. And Lisa, she's made a great recovery, but she's still learning to get used to just having 1 eye.
Yeah, you can kind of unfortunately sneak up on her on this side, so she is learning to adjust to having just the 1 eye, but it won't slow her down, and she is going to make an awesome pet for someone. She is really mellow and slow, and she is definitely ready to go into someone's home. Like we said, she was found as a stray, and she's one of the 11,000 animals that is treated in our Second Chance Animal Hospital each year. And unfortunately, at the time she came in, we didn't even have a foster home available. Our fosters were all full. So you saw that first little kitty, tiny kitten that needs foster. Animals like this need a foster, and we do have a foster orientation coming up on March 30th at our Sunny Slope facility at noon. And if you are interested at all helping out animals like Whisper, so she doesn't have to recover in the kennels and can recover in the comforts of your home, or helping our underage kittens or dogs, please consider attending that foster orientation. We really always need foster homes. But Whisper here, as you can see, 3-year-old female, very calm. She's really going to fit in anywhere because she is so calm. So she is just going to wait here with us until somebody comes, but she can really show you how a pet, and especially a cat, can enrich your life.
Poor thing. She's just had rough at first, but she is going to have a good home soon, Lisa, and live that pampered lifestyle. Now, these are just a few of the many cats that we have at our shelter. Here's some photos of a few more, and all of the felines have been spayed or neutered prior to adoption and will receive a free follow-up veterinary exam as well. And you can see them all by visiting our website, www.azhumane.org. Stay tuned. When we come back, we have some pets that have been overlooked at our shelter that we want to introduce you to. We'll be right back.
It's a late-night laughs battle of the best friends. Weeknights at 10:30 on 3TV. First to the ring, the sparring partners of companion competition. And in this corner, Tad and Ross are looking for a knockout. And the main event, Barney versus Joey, who is the undisputed ultimate ladies' man. With all these heavyweights of hilarity, you just can't lose. A full hour of How I Met Your Mother at 10:30, then 2 rounds of Friends at 11:30. Late-night laughs on 3TV.
Go west for authentic cowboy cuisine from chefs including Bo McMillan and Matt Carter. For great Western music, film stars, and special entertainment. For unique boutique goods and apparel. And for tons of fun for the whole family. Go West. Festival of the West, that is. March 21st through the 24th at Westworld. Get your tickets online.
Dinner's ready.
Hamburger Helper Stroganoff. Beefy, creamy, stroganoffy. Helpers, 40 dishes, all delicious.
This is the opposite of subliminal advertising. There's no subtext, just tacos. Yeah, it's our job to make you want it. But honestly, it's not that hard. Old El Paso, when you gotta have Mexican.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Legend has it that there is a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow, and the colorful spectrum ends at the Arizona Humane Society this St. Patrick's Day. We have some special pets that we brought along for this next part of the show. They've been overlooked for quite some time at our shelter, and they still have a heart of gold, though, and they're ready to find that forever family. And this here is Zula, a priceless treasure, and Perry has gotten to know her quite well over the month that she's been at our shelter. Perry, what can you tell us about this sweet little girl?
Ashley, this is one very, very active doggie. When I take her out into the yard, she flies around that yard for several minutes, racing at the speed of light. She doesn't even see me. Then when she finally kind of burns off some energy and she does notice I'm in the yard with her, she comes flying toward me, and I never think she's gonna put the brakes on. She comes right up to me right before she stops and then jumps in my lap. Aww. And then she's very, very attentive. She's one of my favorites at the shelter. She's a really cool mix of, we think, like Dalmatian, maybe possibly Pit Bull. She's got this really little cool, you're not gonna be able to see it on camera, it's almost a perfectly formed, some people call it like a rounded arrowhead on her back, a really cool marking. She, again, is very, very active, so this is gonna dog that needs lots of exercise. And a dog intro is required for sure. And maybe some older children in the house because she is very, very active. And she's laying on her squeaky toy right now.
And make sure you have lots of squeaky toys around the house as well. Thank you, Perry. Now, shelter workers can't figure out why Mello here has been homeless since January 27th because this kitty is extremely laid back. Look at him, Lisa, just hanging out with all the dogs in the studio. His paws are crossed. I mean, you couldn't ask for a more chill kitty.
Yeah, he is. I mean, and the dogs are going crazy. You can hear him panting in the background, but Mello's just up here on his spot, and he's good. He is really affectionate, and I don't know why he has been with us for 2 months. Look at that face. For his markings, he looks like bubble wrap. He has these perfect little spots running up his back. He is absolutely gorgeous and fits his name perfectly. He's very mellow. You know, he loves all kinds of attention. He melts into the floor when you start to pet him. The one thing we have found he doesn't like so much is to be picked up. He likes to come over to you on his terms. He loves attention, and he is going to be a lap cat. He just doesn't like to be picked up. He's great with kids as long as they don't want to pick him up. But what he did tell me is he promises, he's another one that likes high places, and if you come down and adopt him, he will promise to dust the top of your refrigerator.
Oh, there we go. Put him to work. Thanks, Lisa. Now, it's hard to believe that Marley here, Black Lab, has gone unnoticed for so long. She's a 1-year-old who's a natural at hiking, but then again, most Labradors are. And Perry, she is curious and ambitious, and she will scamper over rocks and is a great hiking buddy for someone.
Ashley, it is a mystery of why a lab like this would still be in our shelter, because people are always coming and asking for dogs like this. And you said it, going to be a wonderful hiking companion, probably going to be a great water dog and an all-around great companion. Marley is generally pretty energetic at our shelter and inside the kennel, and maybe some people are turned off by her energy level. When you get her out like this, though, again, she's going to be active because she's young, but she settles down very, very nicely, and she's that lab I think that everybody thinks a lab should be. So if you're wanting that gorgeous little lab to be the outdoor partner for you, and the weather is getting really, really great now around this time of year, come on down and ask us to see Marley.
Marley is so sweet. Well, a month is a long time to go without a home, and the pets that you just met are available for adoption at our campus for Compassion, and the dog's adoption fee will only be $35, and for Mellow there, it's only $20 to take them home. We have several wonderful Hopeful Heart pets at our shelter, and you can see them all by visiting our website, azhumane.org. Just look under the featured pets page. Now, when we come back, we'll introduce you to some more adoptable canines.
Don't miss sea lions up close and personal on exhibit at Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium. Plus a baby white tiger, black jaguar, and the amazing river monsters exclusively at Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium in the West Valley and at wildlifeworld.com.
Hey, we're here at the Nissan tent clearance event in Scottsdale. The pavilion's at Talking Stick, 101 in Indian Bend Road. If you want to buy a brand new Nissan, this is the weekend to do it. All 10 of the Valley Nissan dealers are here this weekend. They're competing for your business. You win.
That's right. They're all here, and they all want to be the one that sold you a car. So if you are ever thinking about a new Nissan or new car, or any car for that matter, this is the weekend to be here. They're competing hard.
Hey, the financing is right here on site. You could save up to $8,000 on select models, and they'll give away a car on Sunday. It's the Nissan tent clearance.
I'd love to own you, but my allergies wouldn't let me put your top down.
The power of Allegra. It relieves your toughest symptoms on the toughest pollen days. Only Allegra is both fast and non-drowsy.
Goodbye, symptoms. Hello, Dream Machine.
Allegra. Stop suffering. Start living.
On Rules of Engagement.
Feel better?
Boys will be boys.
No!
Oh my God. Comedy Rules. Weeknights on Rules of Engagement.
Weekdays at 5 and 5:30 on CW6.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Mello here decided to help me co-host the show today, and he's just chilling out with all the dogs in the studio. We'll introduce you to him in just a minute, but first, a lot of great things happening at the Arizona Humane Society. Wanted to give you a recap on Dog Day at the park, which was last Saturday, and despite the chilly weather to start the day at Peoria Sports Complex, it ended up being a great success, and the weather certainly had its effect on both people and pup attendance, but the sun eventually came out and 91 owned dogs were in attendance at the game. Shelter dog Dozer delivered the first pitch with his mom Lori, and they captured the hearts of Cameron and Dan instantly. Not only did Dozer find a wonderful home, but we had a wonderful time at the event and raised a good bit of money for the homeless pets at our shelter. That St. Bernard was a hoot while we were there too. Also, on this Wednesday, March 20th, the Arizona Humane Society will be participating in Arizona Gives Day. Now, it really is for Arizonans on any single day to give online and to their favorite nonprofit, and additional money will be granted to those nonprofits with the most donors or most raised funds to AHS. So we have a lot to gain that day. Please visit azgives.org/Arizona Humane Society this Wednesday to support our campaign and help a pet in need. Now, spring is the time where we can expect to see babies, is all kinds of species, birds, bunnies, and small critters. Wildlife Rescuers is our upcoming Humane Adventure Camp where kids 8 to 12 years will learn how to safely rescue and transport wildlife in need of help. So they will also have a special guest there from the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, and he will be able to share some amazing experiences with the kids, and you can register your child by visiting our website. It's azhumane.org. Well, is your dog due for his yearly vaccines? The Arizona Humane Society makes it affordable to keep your pet healthy until the end of March. Our public clinic will be offering a special discount on vaccines. Vaccines help protect our pets from contagious diseases, many of which can cause serious illnesses. And keep in mind that the office visit will be waived on Fridays and no appointment is necessary. Lastly, our mobile clinic will be heading to the Phoenix area March 26th to the 28th to offer low-cost spay and neuter services for dogs and cats. Pre-surgery instructions as well as upcoming clinic dates can be found on our website. Look, you can see that right on the bottom of your screen there. Now it's time to meet some of the adoptable pets. We have some really cute ones, and first up is Freckles, playing with her toys and hanging out. And Lisa, can you tell us a little bit about her?
Yeah, Freckles is a 9-week-old male. And as you can see, he is all puppy, ready for playing, belly rubs, playing, and more playing. He is a Dachshund Beagle, so he is definitely a little hound, and he's going to follow his nose. But that's a great way to train puppies. So get some treats and start early with this little one, and you can just train him like crazy, and he's going to be very smart. He only has one minimal requirement, which is he needs an active family who orders pizza a lot because he's going to be all over the crust.
Oh my goodness, pizza fanatic. What dog isn't, Lisa? Thank you. That's little Freckles there. Now, Opie is the happiest little dog, whether he's on the move or he's on a walk or he's playing with other dogs, chasing toys. Perry, he's just got a great overall personality, and of course those adorable looks to go along with it.
Right, Ashton, and I don't know what mix this little guy is, but there's a couple little distinctive things that may give us a clue. He's obviously a terrier, but then he's a tricolor, which is kind of rare for the terrier group. He's black, white, and brown. And then he's got a very long body, which he's about to show you right now. So he's kind of a long kind of guy, so maybe he's got a little bit of Dachshund in him also, or Basset or something like that. He is pure puppy again. He's only 5 months old, so he's pretty crazy. He is crate trained, leash trained, has lived with dogs, cats, and kids. He's just wonderful. So there's going to be no restrictions with this guy, and I think he's going to fit into any household. Again, just like with Lisa's puppy, though, you have to be ready for the puppy type stuff. And this guy likes to burrow like any little terrier does. Very, very playful, very, very active. So make sure you bring everybody in your family down to meet him. But he's just going to be just a great dog and one great little doggy to look at, too.
What a clumsy, goofy boy. Thanks, Barry. He's absolutely adorable. So is Biscuit here. This guy was found as a stray and arrived at the Arizona Humane Society wearing a hoodie sweatshirt that said Rock Dog. So, Lisa, I think it's safe to assume this little guy's a rock star, and he's looking for a home today, too. 8 years old.
He is. He's 8 years old, but you would never know it by looking at him. He is so, so soft. He is a cockapoo, so Cocker Spaniel and Poodle. He's on the smaller size, so he's a nice size. Since he was groomed, he came in a little bit matted underneath his rock star hoodie, but he loves the back scratches. And he tells me he's a little more of a couch potato than he is a hiker, but that if you want to take him out on an evening stroll or out on the patio, he definitely can rock it. He's going to walk right out there, and he is definitely going to soak up the petting, the belly rubs, just about anything from anyone.
He's so cute, and he's got such a spunky personality still, even though he's 8 years old. So thank you, Lisa. TJ here is absolutely adorable, too. Look at that cute face. He's a pug mix with adorable round features, and Perry, he loves to have those cheeks rubbed.
He does. I was just trying him out right before we went on the air, and look, he really does love it. You know, and you said pug mix, but it's very obvious he's a lot of pug. He's got the pug face, he's got the pug coily tail, but he's a little bit taller and lankier than a typical pug. So I think this is going to be a great mix, because this might be a guy that's a little more durable in this climate here in Arizona in our dry, hot weather. And if you are a golf fan at home, this guy is TJ the Caddy. So if you're out there in the backyard and you're chipping golf balls around and you don't want to waste time with fetching them, that's what TJ loves to do. He's a golf ball fanatic. He loves to fetch the golf balls. So he will bring them back to you. He will lower your score. He will solve world hunger. He will do whatever you want. This is one little great pug check out the little TJ here.
I love it. He sounds like a great little dog. Thanks, Perry. Now, these are just a few of the many dogs that we have at our shelter. We have some photos of a few more, and all of them are available at our Campus for Compassion. They've been spayed, neutered, and vaccinated, and you will receive a free follow-up veterinary exam as well. And you can see them all on our website, azhumane.org. Stick around when we come back. We have more dogs for you to meet, as well as our special pet.
Welcome home to Fort McDowell.
Garage sales. So much work, so little traffic. Not this year. I'm going to take all my stuff to one place where hundreds of people are going to see it, want it, and buy it. It's time for the Mega Yard Sale at the Fort. It's on March 23rd from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you can get breakfast for just $1.99 with your Fortune Club card, or only $5.95 without a card. Phone 480-994-9100 today to reserve your booth at Fort McDowell's Mega Yard Sale on March 23rd.
And now drive the soul for $1.99 due at signing.
For authentic cowboy cuisine, great Western music, and for tons of fun for the whole family, go West. Festival of the West, that is. March 21st through the 24th at Westworld. Get your tickets online.
It's time to work out. It takes a little bit of luck, determination and skill, concentration and power provide the drive and the will. Add 1 ounce of pleasure and pounds of pain, then you have the reason to remember our name. Mountainside Fitness. Mountainside Fitness.
Spring into fitness. Get half off enrollment and 2 weeks free at Mountainside Fitness. Mountainside Fitness, now open at Chase Field.
Hold the elevator.
Oh, it's not working. Sorry.
Hey, can you just...
Donate on March 20th at azgives.org.
No way. Hi. Hi. Shine, come on and let it shine. Light me Hi. Look at how good Mello is being on Pets on Parade today. He is doing a stellar job. We have some more pets to introduce you to. Our special pet is coming up in just a moment. But first, little Mary is the little dog we would like to introduce you to first. She's a Brussels Griffon, and she's been lapless for a few weeks now. She's craving that close companionship, and Lisa, anyone who's interested in a lucky lap dog will enjoy having Miss Mary around.
Man, look at her laying here perfect. Perfect for her TV debut. She is a little 2-year-old stray, and the poor thing, she was stray for some time. But what we call her now is the lap-seeking missile. Anybody that sits down, she's all over it. She's in your lap. She does not want to be back on the streets ever again. She definitely is enjoying being pampered at the shelter, but more than anything, she is looking for someone who wants to add her to their family. She is really sweet. We think little, maybe Brussels Griffon, she's kind of got a long body, maybe Cairn Terrier, but a 2-year-old that promises to keep your lap warm, whether you're in the car, on the couch, she'll be right there with you.
What a scruffy little cute pooch, and you couldn't ask for a better lap dog. That's absolutely right, Lisa. Thank you. Now, Brandy is looking for a place to spend her golden years. She's still a puppy at heart, and she's a Mastiff mix. She's got those clumsy puppy tendencies, sometimes colliding into obstacles when she reaches full speed because, Perry, you know I have a Mastiff, and once they get going, it's like a freight train. There's just no stopping them. They just plow into things and bulldoze through whatever, but she's still got that puppy personality to her.
And they are gentle giants, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Such sweet dogs.
You know, you mentioned she's 10 years old, and people might say, well, that's old for a doggy. You know, she was surrendered for escaping the yard, and they only had a 4-foot fence, so it's pretty small, so she could easily climb a 4-foot. So I think she's going to be really good everywhere else. You know, and she's lived with all kinds of animals and kids, including very small animals, and she's very, very good with them. She's crate trained and leash trained, and she walks just great on leash. I had her out walking around, and she is very spirited. She's got a nice trot to her. She just had a physical recently, and they said she is in very, very good health. So don't be swayed away by the 10-year-old doggy here. Gorgeous Mastiff, dark brindle coat, a little small for a Mastiff, so if you like that Mastiff personality and the idea of the breed and all, but you're just a little intimidated by the size, I think she's just going to be perfect.
Oh my gosh, she's just pulling on my heartstrings right now, Perry. Love her. She's a big, gentle girl. Now it's time to meet our special pet, and this dog is named Chico. He's a brave little boy, and Lisa, tell us his story.
This poor little guy was rescued by our EAMTs, and thank goodness, because he was in a situation, as you can see, he only has 3 legs. He's missing that front leg right there. He was in a situation where he had injured himself and had not had treatment for several weeks. So this poor little redhead was dragging that leg around, and it was painful. And when we brought him into the hospital, they just weren't able to save it. It just was too infected, and it had been that way too long. So this little boy is looking for someone that can overlook his 3-leggedness, but all he wants is somebody to help him with his adjustment. And then he obviously loves to be carried, and he is just tiny, so he will be easy to fit right in your pocket.
Oh my goodness, I love little Chico, such a gentle little boy. You can make your own luck today by adopting one of these homeless pets this weekend. And for more information about the pets on today's show, you can call the number on your screen or visit our website, azhumane.org. Everyone have a great St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see you next week with more Pets on Parade.